And when you think about lifelong learners, you think about senior executives, and how can you adapt methods to attempt to this specific public, the experienced executives and the new generation, because there are different learners. How can we think about, for example, methods that include both publics, or do we have to do different things for different people?
Yeah, so of course what we know about, let's say, the millennials is that they have grown up with technology. And obviously it's easy for them to get connected with other people, take a webinar on their smartphone, watch a small video, etc. So technology can help actually in acquiring knowledge that you need to know kind of on demand to do your job. And that's a very effective method of learning. But in addition to that, what we have also learned from millennials is that they really value time that they are together with others, with leaders, and therefore the classroom as a delivery channel for learning will not go away. But what we have to do is we have to make the classroom designed in a way that people, as an example, practice new skills. They are spending time with each other to problem solve. They get coached on specific skills they are developing. So it's not anymore a classroom where it's just about knowledge transfer that happens, but it's all about creating a very immersive learning experience. Now, if you look at similarities and differences in terms of senior executives as an example, well, what we have learned is that executives are telling us that they are busy from 8 to late. And we know that one condition for learning is that you need to have time to reflect. And therefore, executives also value tremendously coming together in an environment where they can learn, where they can reflect, where they have access to an additional network, but also they will and can learn a lot from a younger generation. So reverse mentoring, as an example, is a very powerful learning intervention to use. And then, of course, also executives are used to use a lot of technology too. They have their smartphones, they watch videos as well. So honestly, I think that the gap between the millennials and the executives is not as big as people sometimes suggest.
And what about the faculty? You talk about reverse mentoring.
Yeah.
It's something that's happening inside the companies, the young generation teaching the senior generation about technological things. But what about faculties? How do faculties must be prepared to face this new movement? What is the background needed? Yeah. When I think about faculty members, and I'm a faculty member as well of a couple of business schools, I think as a faculty member you need to reflect on what is your role and what is expected you to do in your role. And to me there are two things in terms of competencies. One competence is that your specific technical domain. You are a marketing professor. But then for the other 50%, you are a teacher. So that means actually you need to have insights in the latest trends in pedagogy, in instructional design, in how to facilitate very effectively learning events with millennials, with executives. So you need to develop that actually, because for a lot of business schools, it's very important to focus on what I call teaching excellence, because the students and executives, they are coming to a business school to use their time, their limited time, to get exposed to a lot of new ideas, develop very new skills. And the question is, how can you do that in the most effective way from a learning perspective? And therefore, I think that faculty need to reflect on that. How can they develop their teaching excellence skills and also get immersed with new thinking on pedagogy and instructional design? Okay, thank you very much, Nick, for your time. Yeah, okay, you're welcome.